Welcome back to Bones Backyard Homestead. On this episode, I got the ultimate cast iron dessert for you, a campfire chocolate chip cookie. The first thing we're gonna do is we got 3 cups of flour in our bowl. We're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, here's 1 1/4 of sugar, half a cup of baked light brown sugar or packed light brown sugar, okay, 3 large eggs, two teaspoons of vanilla extract, two cups of chocolate chips, okay, so that's 1 12-ounce bag. That makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Now we're going to do 1 cup of butter or 2 sticks. So let's get this in here. It does say that if this is room temperature, this works a lot better. But hey, we do what we can. I've had it in the cooler. If I had a room temperature out here, it would not be butter at all. It would be a liquid oil probably of some sort. All right. Now our goal is to mix this all up. You can see how that would be easier if this butter was melted a little bit. So what I'm trying to do is like shave it a little bit. Shave it, slice it, dice it, slap it, pop it, twist it. Time to make cookie dough. Making cookie dough. Alright, so our next step is to take a 10-inch skillet and basically butter the inside of it because you don't want your cookie to stick to it. So we're going to get a good scoop of it. I'll smear that around there. Okay. Now we're going to take that big old mix of cookies and fill this thing up. If you feel like you want a little bit thinner cookie, it might be a little bit crispier, then divide it between 2 pans, but I like my cookies soft. Stay in there. this point you can decide if you want to get dirty and, you know, put your hands on it. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to push it down with the fork. It's working its way into that butter down there as well. Look how big this thing is. Woo. All right. There is our skillet full of cookie dough. All right, now it comes down to the most important part, is the fire pit. As you can see, I've wrapped it in aluminum foil. I'm trying to create the environment of an oven. So if you were to do this in the oven, you know, cookies 350 degrees or whatever, I'm trying to simulate that with the aluminum foil and kind of create like a wind block and the heat shield on top. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in there, and it's gonna cook away until it looks like it's done. I mean, that's the best I can do. I don't have any toothpicks to do toothpick test, so we'll just go from there, guys, and I'll bring it back when it's time to sample these cookies. All right, so I just pulled the cookie out of the fire pit. As you can see, it's mostly golden brown, but it is still super soft. I mainly pulled it out because it started to blacken a little bit there on the sides there, and I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing underneath is probably blackened. Toothpick, obviously it's coming out with goo on it, but that's the Hershey Kisses. So we're gonna let this cool in the pan for a little bit, and then maybe I'll flip it over on some aluminum foil or something. And even if it just becomes a crumble, I can still bag it up and take it onto a trail with me, and it doesn't have to be sliced perfectly for perfect cookies or anything like that. So we'll let this cool, and then I'll bring you guys back. Just so you know, it sat on the fire for an hour and 10 minutes, so 70 minutes this thing sat on the fire. So as expected, when I pulled it out of the pan, it kind of just crumbled. There are some burn to it, but I mean, a lot of the bulk of it is really good. This is all that's left after offering it to a couple of different campers, including the Boy Scouts and some of the other ones. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Honestly, the pan is not that bad. That'll be pretty easy to clean up. It's a good thing that we buttered it, right guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this pan and get it seasoned and ready for the next dessert or meal or whatever. So thanks for watching Bones Backyard Homestead Cast Iron Cooking Edition.